This is one of the lamest diet fads in the history of, okay? I mean, there has never been any basis for the claim that a human being cannot gain weight from carbohydrates. This is going to be a short video because the truth I'm getting at here is dirt simple. Freelee and Durianrider have been selling the appealing illusion for several years that you, yes you, can have the body of your dreams while eating unlimited calories. Sign up now.
Be happy and, of course, keep pushing. Why do I think I gained weight? Honestly, I think I've just been eating too much. Being raw till 4, it's really easy to get carried away watching all these YouTube videos of people eating like 10 bananas, these huge servings of pasta, and really just being like, oh my god, unlimited carbs? I'm gonna eat even if I'm full. And that's exactly what I do. I eat so much just because I can.
Buy the diet book, buy the online coaching course, buy the DVD, watch Freelee do yoga, buy an airplane ticket to Thailand, shake the hands of the great guru. What a concept. Unlimited calories while losing weight. No footnotes, no strings attached, no caveats. Looking again at the videos produced by Unnatural Vegan and others, a couple weeks ago, whenever it was I was last thinking about this, I realized that although they contain good information, it's actually spread out in a very diffuse way. You'd have to have quite a long attention span to get at the point. And the point is so simple that it's one almost nobody bothers to drive home. And here it is.
Does being raw till 4 means I can eat unlimited calories, even if that means 3,000 calories without exercising as 10 girl?
Freelee and Durianrider present one thesis in two forms, the strong form and the weak form. The strong form of their thesis is that it is an objective scientific fact that you cannot gain weight on their diet no matter how many carbohydrates you eat.
And there's no evidence to support that claim.
So they fall back on their spurious and self-contradictory use of the 1944 starvation experiments by Ansel Keys. They fall back on some fancy-sounding terms like glycogen stores, and they're actually claiming that scientifically your body cannot convert sugar into fat. Now, I think they both know this is not true. It would certainly be an amazing scientific discovery made by an ex-crackhead and his bimbo girlfriend if it were impossible for human beings, unlike all other mammals, to gain fat on a diet of vegetables and fruit. In fact, one of the things vegetarians used to say in justifying their diet, when people would say disbelievingly, oh, well, how can you grow muscle or how can you gain fat if you don't eat meat? They would say, oh, well, look at all these animals in nature that just eat a vegetarian diet, that are herbivores, and they gain fat and they build muscle. Well, amazingly, that commonly observed fact that, for example, you can feed a pig nothing but fresh fruit and it'll gain weight. No, Freelee and Durianrider are overturning the accumulated scientific knowledge of centuries with their discovery and their declaration that objectively you cannot gain weight no matter how many carbs you eat. They sometimes phrase this as fresh fruit, but very often they include brown sugar, starches like pasta. They like to drink soda pop. Oh yeah, nobody ever gained weight drinking Coca-Cola, right? Nobody bothers refuting this form of the thesis, the strong form. And when they're pressed on it, when someone says, look, are you really claiming that I cannot gain weight if I do no exercise and eat 3,000 calories a day in the form of carbs? What are you actually claiming? Then they retreat from the strong version of the thesis to the weak version.
Does being raw till 4 means I can eat unlimited calories, even if that means 3,000 calories without exercising as 10 girl?
I'll answer this one, you can answer it. How are you going to get 3,000 calories in on raw till 4 foods unless you have a raging appetite? You can't. It's impossible.
In the weak form, they instead claim that this is merely a subjective and psychological phenomenon. So it's not that your body is physically incapable of making you fat when you eat 3,000 calories worth of carbohydrates. No, now instead they've changed things so that psychologically you will feel so satisfied by eating unlimited carbohydrates on their diet that you will in fact limit yourself naturally. And so now the claim becomes that it's not unlimited, that it's not that you can eat as many calories as you can, but instead that it's only that you can eat as many calories as you desire. And they think they know how much you desire better than you do. In fact, they're so confident that when one person after another comes forward with a well-documented case of what they ate on the Raw Till 4 diet, whether it's unnatural, vegan, or any of these other guys who documented, okay, they ate unlimited fruit within these guidelines, following exactly the published diet, and they did gain weight. Freelee and Durianrider simply go into denial, attack the person, claim that they were secretly eating hamburgers on the side, claim that they were lying, etc. So it's a self-justifying myth at that point. So I guess you've got three levels. The objective claim, the subjective and psychological claim, and third is simply the mythology. So any evidence to the contrary is denied and shut down and not allowed. Nobody's allowed to admit it exists. Yeah, the progress of science in our times. Durianrider and Freelee boldly going where no dietary expert has gone before. And their total lack of expertise is their main tool in this voyage of discovery. Boy. Look, the objective side of it is a joke. Yes, glycogen storage is a concept. It's interesting that this line of argument they're using is closely parallel to the arguments that are actually made for high-fat diets, high-fat, low-carb diets. Your body basically has a threshold. In the scientific sense of threshold, you can eat a little bit too much fat without gaining body fat, without gaining adipose bodily fat materials. And that has been scientifically studied and measured. And some diet books, some diet fads really draw attention to this margin and suggest to you that you can fill up on fats while losing weight for this reason. And again, scientifically and practically, this is true in some cases for the same psychological reason that Durianrider and Freelee trot out. Some people, not all people, some people lose weight on a high-fat, low-carb diet because they subjectively feel very full on it, right? So that's not science, that's psychology. And, I mean, the ultimate example of this is simply the use of caffeine as a diet drug. Every year, millions of people, countless millions and millions of people, use caffeine to reduce their intake of food. One of the bodybuilders on YouTube, Corey McCarthy, he has videos where he admits that. He's a bodybuilder, but he keeps his body fat profile low by using caffeine to skip meals. Not optimal, not perfect, but it's interesting that he's honest about it, and anyone can learn from his experience if they want to. But caffeine as an ingredient in diet pills, and simply people drinking coffee and skipping meals, doesn't work for everyone. It's a subjective and psychological effect. Some people, when they eat cheesecake, I can remember the last time I ate cheesecake many, many years ago, before I became vegan, obviously. I can remember eating cheesecake and feeling as if my digestion had stopped. It's so much fat all at once that not only did I not feel hungry, felt like I couldn't digest anything. For some people, that works. Not others. Huge numbers of people gain weight doing a high-fat, low-carb diet because, again, this is not leaning on objective scientific fact. This is leaning on the subjective and psychological effect it has for you. How filling do you find a mango? Do you find, if you have a desk job, you're not working as a track athlete like Freelee and Durianrider, you're not doing 500 kilometers on your bike, do you eat a mango and feel satisfied? Some people do and some people don't.
You can only eat what you need to eat on Raw Till 4. You can't just eat more bananas or potatoes than you need. It's just impossible.
Being Raw Till 4, it's really easy to get carried away. Oh my god, unlimited carbs? I'm gonna eat even if I'm full. And that's exactly what I do. I eat so much just because I can.
Can I eat unlimited calories even if that means 3,000 calories without exercising as a teen girl? Yes, you can eat unlimited calories, and you have to if long term you want to get lean, fit, and healthy.
And there's no evidence to support that claim. I know that we want to be told that we can eat more and more and more calories and not gain weight or even lose weight, or maybe we gain weight but then eventually we lose weight and we'll have the best body ever. I get it, I fell for that too. But the thing is, the calories in versus calories out model, it works. The research supports it and the real world evidence supports it. However, that doesn't mean that the other extreme of unlimited calories makes sense either. There's simply no evidence that eating more than your body needs is going to make you lose weight. And even the anecdotal evidence doesn't support it. Google raw till 4 weight gain or 30 bad weight gain, and you'll find a slew of people like myself who have gained weight eating 2,500 plus calories, 3,000 plus calories a day from carbs.
This is one of the lamest diet fads in the history of, okay? I mean, there has never been any basis for the claim that a human being cannot gain weight from carbohydrates. You know, de novo lipogenesis is a fancy word for, yeah, of course, if you eat enough sugar, whether it's drinking Coca-Cola or eating mangoes or bananas, your body can and will convert that sugar into fat. No kidding, genius. And all kinds of other mammals in the animal kingdoms do it also. And I mean, if their crazy weight loss theory were true, there would be a real problem with being vegan. It would be unsustainable because you'd say, well, how can you maintain regular body weight? How can you gain fat if you have such a low-fat diet? The whole point is being vegan is normal and natural for human beings like many other mammals, precisely because our bodies are actually very good at storing energy from eating simple sugars in the form of body fat.